everyone, we're going to look at the matches for day 8 Australian Open 2020. We'll have a look at yesterday's results first. I didn't trade personally last night, needed to catch up on some sleep, feel a bit better for it. Raonic and Cilic, one break in each set, expected a bit more from Cilic, wasn't to be. Djokovic threw comfortably. Sandgren, I was giving Fognini the edge in that one. And probably in that first set, just looking at the flow of the points, Fognini looked better player. In the second Sandgren service game, he had love 40, couldn't convert. And in another one, he had 2 break points, couldn't convert, they went to a tie break. Hints in the way the points went that Fognini had started to sulk when he lost a tie break. I'd say he definitely sulked. He went 4-0 down in the second set, both his service games. He was broken to love, pulled back a little bit, lost it 7-5, then started trying a little bit, but he was too far behind. Took the third set, lost in 4. Federer dropped the first set, came back easily enough to win in 4 sets. Sakari, close first set. I think, did Kvitova break right at the start? Somebody broke right at the start. Let's have a look. No, Sakari broke at the start. And a flurry of breaks at the end, went to a tie break. Sakari took it. Reasonably comfortable after that for Kvitova. Kenin got the first break in her match with Corey Gove, but it was Gove who took the set. And another tie break. Single break in set 2, I think, for Kenin. And 6-love in the third. Jabeur, disappointed with Wang in that one. I think Jabeur broke right at the start. It was fairly late that Wang broke back. Then 6-1 in the second, whether she picked up an injury in the win over Serena or just mentally exhausted from beating Serena. Don't know, didn't expect Jabeur to win that one. Barty, expected that one to go to 3 sets. It did. Don't know what happened to her in set 2. She does tend to switch off sometimes in second sets, actually. Bounced back 6-4 in the third. Let's take a look at today's. Okay, start with the ladies. Mertens and Halep. Halep leads 2-1. Most recent match was in February last year on a hard court. Mertens took that in 3. Both Halep's wins were on clay. Overall results favour Halep, but the hardcourt results for last year were pretty even. Halep not lost a set. She's had a little bit of a minor wobble in all the matches. Mertens dropped 1 set, which was against Bellis. That was in the last round. Stats for the tournament actually all favour Mertens. I think it's going to be a long match. It's going to be pretty tight. I'm going for Halep. She is fighting hard. She hasn't quite got in the groove so far. Still managed to get through without dropping sets. I'm going to go for her, back her around about evens. And we'll lay the set 1 winner. Kontaveit, Świątek. Okay, I was wrong. Kontaveit won their only previous match. That was in August, sorry, on a hard court in straight set. Świątek better overall results. Win percentage on hard courts is also a little bit higher. Kontaveit has lost just 1 set so far. Świątek hasn't actually lost a set. What else have we got there? It's a bit difficult to compare the stats for the tournament because obviously Kontovic beat Bencic, who was absolutely awful, won just one game, terrible service stats. I think we've definitely got, it's going to be another close one, some great matches tonight. Value on Swiatek. I'm going for Kontovic to win it. We're going to back her around about 2.2 to 2.3 and we'll lay the set one winner. Another good one there, Muguruza Burton's. Burton's leads 4-2. Most recent was on a hard court in March. Muguruza won that in 3. They played twice on hard courts. Muguruza won both. All Burton's wins were on clay. 12-month hard court results favour Muguruza again. It looks like a 3-setter. And 2.2 on Muguruza. And then another one. I'm glad I slept last night and not tonight. Kerber and Pavlyuchenkova head-to-head 7-7. Most recent September on a hard court. Pav won that in 2. Last 7 matches were on hard courts. Pavlyuchenkova leads 4-3 in those 7 matches. He hasn't lost a set. Beat Pliskova in 2 tie breaks in the last round. Pliskova wasn't at her best service-wise. Kerber's got better stats for the tournament. Definitely some value on her as the underdog. And I'm actually giving her a slight edge to win this one. Pavlyuchenkova's thrown in a few too many double faults. I think a bubble's going to burst tonight. We will see. Lay Pavlyuchenkova at 1.65, take some liability out at 2.3, and we'll be laying the set one winner in all those matches. Okay, on to the men's. Monfils and Team. Team leads at 7-1. Most recent was on clay in May last year. He won that in straight sets. Monfils' win was by walkover. 2 of Team's wins were also by walkover. They've actually played 1 match on a hard court, which Team won in straight sets 2017. Overall results favour Team. ROI is a lot higher. He also leads on hard court. Stats for this tournament are very even, slightly favour Monfils. I see some value on him. I think he's going to take at least a set. Should be a long match. Lay Team around 1.3, liability out at 1.6. Lay the set one winner. Medvedev starts a strong favourite against Wawrinka. He's won both the previous matches. The last one was in August last year on a hard court, 4 sets. The other was on grass, also in 4 sets. Wawrinka not being at his best, dropped a set to Zumher, needed 5 sets against Seppi. I think this is the sort of match that he's going to try and lift him. Well, just by his nature, he's going to be lifted for this one against a big name. At 1.3, Medvedev's a little bit low. Could always try a lay around about 1.2 to 1.25, take some liability out at 1.4, but the main one for me there is back Medvedev if he loses the first set. If Medvedev doesn't have a great match, that can easily go to 5. Rublev, Zverev. Zverev's won both the previous matches. The last one was in October on a hard court in straight sets. Both the matches were on hard. Overall results favour Rublev in the last 12 months. Hard court results were also better. At times in this tournament he's looked a little bit tired, irritable, definitely against Goffin. He wasn't at his best, really struggled, especially in the first 2 sets in that one. I mean, the whole match was tight, but he looked like he was potentially going to lose it in the first couple of sets. He did win the title in Adelaide last week. So perhaps he's either just got heavy legs a little bit, maybe he's picked up a minor injury. It's not firing on all cylinders so far. I think it is worth laying Rublev around about 1.6 to 1.65, take some liability out at 2.3, and definitely worth laying the set one winner. I think Zverev's going to take that one. Nadal and Kyrgios to end. 1.21 on Nadal seems a little bit low. Kyrgios' last two wins against Nadal were both on hard courts. Results strongly favour Nadal in the last 12 months. Kyrgios looked pretty impressive in the first week of the tournament until he was 2 sets up against Kachanov. Almost blew that 2-set lead. He needed a 5th set tiebreak to get through it. But in the same way that Wawrinka will be lifted for his match, I think Kyrgios is going to be the same. He's playing in front of his home crowd. He's been serving well in 2020. 1.21 is too low. Worth trying to lay 1.15, take some liability out at 1.4. I don't think Nadal is going to win this in straight sets. Back Nadal if he does lose the first set. That'll do for today. I will see you tomorrow.